So we think we've got some interesting results. We've got some interesting theoretical frameworks that we want to use around our data. But mostly, from my point of view at least, we just want to encourage discussion in the community. We want to say, you can talk about this. This is not problematic in any way. It's a subject for open discussion. The second project is one I'm involved with some younger colleagues on higher education leadership. But the extra of that is we want to know how leaders engage with diversity, equity, and inclusion in their universities. What do they mean by it? What policies do they follow? And do they do more than the legal requirements that might come from governments in terms of laws about diversity, equity, and inclusion? So we've been doing that now for about 18 months, almost 2 years, trying to understand how at multiple levels within the university, from the teaching staff through to president, what do you know about diversity, equity, inclusion? What do you do about it? And we've also want to know how students feel about it. Do they have a sense of belonging to the institution? We now have students, as I said, from mainland China. We have international students. We have local students. Within our local student population, we have Chinese-born students and we have ethnic minority students. And do they feel it in the same way? So we will finish this probably towards the end of next year. But we think what we're seeing is quite interesting and important in terms of the values in a higher education institution and how those values play out in an operational way. So they're the main two things that I'm currently involved in. And the diversity, equity, and inclusion, which of course is an important part of global citizenship, is assuming much more importance than probably it was in the past.
Absolutely.
To some extent because of what's happening in the United States, but also because Asia is not well known for its policies around diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah, particularly in Japan. I'm not sure about them.
Well, yeah, in multiple Asian countries, it is similar. In Korea, for example, you have very strong pro-government policies actually related to DEI because a lot of people are coming back, a lot of people are marrying locals.
Yeah.
But the response within the community is very negative in Korea, very negative indeed. So that's another area we want to explore as well, because that's one of the things that I'm most interested in is how the context, however you define the context, influences attitudes to things like diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Interesting. In connection to this, I want to ask you a final question based on this very interesting conversation we are having today. How would you define global citizenship education in 3 keywords, and why the 3 keywords?
Well, I think the first word I would use is partnership.